All right. So what I was saying is, so this is your file, right? Now, I will export it as I mentioned that you go to add-ins. This is the best way to explore, right? Otherwise, if you're directly trying to open through Navisworks, the Revit file, it will take lot of time. Or you can even go like this, export. Can you see that? All right. Save this scene as Navisworks. But what will happen is you are exporting the only this particular scene. So that's why you should be at 3D. All
Hmm.
right. Now here, rather than that,
Okay.
I'll go to add in. I'll say this thing. I'll say go to Nailworks to 2024. Okay, fine. Project 19. What I'll just say okay. All right. Now what I need to do, I need to open this particular file. So I'm going for, see again, what's happening is this is cracked version. If I go in like this directly, if I'm trying to open the file, it's not happening. So I have to open Navisworks again. All right, now let's open that one. That is the smaller one. Drawing it here. I'll say, okay, fine. There you go. Now you have followed how to explore it, how to go through it, etc. Now, what we will be doing today is we will be actually going for quantification. It's a very simple thing. All right, drag and drop thing, right? So what I want to do is I want to actually go for my BOQ, right?
Hmm.
So what I will do here, I'll go for here, click on quantification. You will get your toolbar here. Can you see that?
Hmm.
All right.
Hmm.
Now, even if I close this sheet browser, if I close this one, I'll come down here. Now you can see everything is empty over here. Why? Because you have to create one WBS. That is work breakdown structure. Am I right? Uh,
Hmm.
you both of you are familiar with
సార్ ఎన్ని
WBS.
చదువుతుంది దీన్ని ప్రైమరీ నేర్చుకోవాలండి ఇది రావాలంటే లేదంటే అవసరం లేదు.
Actually, Primavera and Kadu, it's not Primavera exactly. So yesterday
Hmm.
we are not learning Primavera. As you have seen yesterday, what we do was we take the file from the project management people and we will connect that particular component to the schedule. We are not creating the file.
ఆహా, ఓకే.
Though we have attempted to create one with the help of Excel, all right, like this. We are not exactly project management people. And yes, when you talk about quantification, your WBS
Hmm.
should be familiar. WBS doesn't mean what you say you are doing this thing, Primavera and MSP.
అవును సార్.
All right, మనం manually quantities ఎలా చేస్తాం, even that is called as a WBS, work breakdown structure.
అవును.
Right?
అవును.
Walls, so columns, so beams, so floors. So this is how you will divide it. And if this is how you will calculate the, what do you say,
అవును.
quantities. All right. I'm looking for the WBS I was working earlier. All right. Here.
మనకి ఎక్సెల్ క్వాంటిటీ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయడం వస్తే చాలు కదా సార్, ప్రైమరీ టోటల్ గా నేర్చుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు కదా ఇందులో.
అదే అన్నాను కదమ్మా. Here you are not a project management guy. All right.
ఓకే.
You are not a project management guy. But when you talk about quantities, the way you take it out in Excel sheet, can you see that? All right, this is my client's WBS. So what we did is he provided us with the Revit models. All right. So each building we have calculated with the help of Revit model itself. Wall 150 thickness. What is the total area? Did you follow that?
ఓకే.
All right. So this area I could able to
ఓకే.
we actually found it from this one itself. So he got this thing both tender one and project. So we have done for both the drawings. All right. Okay. So now you got what is WBS, right? So now what happens here is I might go for a particular template there. I might go for a particular template here, or I can even actually create it myself, but one template is necessary. So you go to project setup. All right, would you like to view the quantification setting tutorials? I say no, I'll say remind me later. All right. Now here he has provided certain what you say templates here. All right, for project setup. Suppose if I choose any of the particular template, what he will do is he will break down that particular whole project into like this. Did you follow? And here these are customized things. All right. So I will have say I will say okay fine. Let's say unformatted if you want. All right. Or you choose CSI one. This maybe this is certain standards there. All right. If you have any this thing catalog of your own, you can browse for it. Now I say okay fine. Use the item catalog 16. I'll say next. Now here he is asking what is the units you will be using. I say, okay, I'll be using metric system here. I say next. All right. And for everything, he has specified what should be the units. All right. For the area and even for the weight. Right. I said yes. Now I'll finish it off. Now, can you see that how, since I have chosen a template, same thing happened? Can you see that? Masonry. All right. Metal.
Mm.
I don't think this is a very good, this thing, template. Is very much generalized, right? Masonry. Now, suppose what happens is in masonry itself, I want to put uh, walls, different types of what. All right. So what I can do here is, can I actually add it over here? No. All right. So I have the takeoff here. Can you see that? Now it's quite simple. What you need to do is, you suppose you select a particular item here. Suppose I am selecting this one. एंड यू हैव फॉलोड हाउ टू क्रिएट सेट्स सेट्स का मतलब क्या हुआ जो भी आप सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो ठीक है सपोज मुझे वॉल्स चाहिए तो मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ आई गो टू आई विल एक्चुअली check this walls all right and I will check this wall ayo sorry this wall and this wall am I right now I want them to be form a single item so what I will do I'll simply go to manage set and I will save this as a set was. Am I right? This is what we did, right? Yesterday also, like that. So this is the meaning of your sets, selection of the sets. So of course, I can actually now, if I want to take out the takeoff of the walls, what I can do is I can simply take this and drag it there. Or you just select, no, yeah, select set nahi aa raha. So what you do is now this one I'm not able to put, so I'll just drag it and drop the items here. Did you follow that? Now, since this is under masonry construction, and you can see that we have all kind of walls there, whatever we have used. All right. So he says wall 250. This is the type name you might have given. He's giving me each individual wall here. Can you see that? ये छोटा करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ नहीं हो रहा है हाँ there you go. Now what's happening here is each wall, he says wall 250, that is the name of the wall. All right. He is giving me how many walls I have, model length. He is giving me all the parameters of that particular wall, even the model area and model volume and the length. All right. So if I'm concerned with area, I will just note down the area. Now here on the top, you can see that he is actually giving the total of this particular wall. All right. So whatever you see on the top, this is your total and this is your individual walls. Same thing goes with this one. Am I right? So you have two types of basic walls here. That is 250 and 115. All right. And he is giving all kind of calculations there. So that is it. This is actually what your takeoff will be. All right. So now if I come down here, I can actually create my own catalog. All right. Once you are done with this, what you do, you just take out the report. It's all about drag and drop. That's it. Okay, you can properties. I'll just close this one for a while. All right. It's all about drag and drop. Once this is done, what you can do is here actually you will have report. All right. एक मिनट ये छोटा पड़िए. My monitor screen is a bit smaller, I guess. Right? Come down over here. All right. So you can actually export this, export quantities to Excel, and you just name this one, say wall, right? On the desktop, I'll say save. Yes. There you go. So according to him, he has actually created a schedule like this. All right. Yes, of course, you have to go through it deeper. All right. So whatever you require, you will be taking that out of from here. All right. Okay. That is more about your walls. Another thing is, suppose I just want to find out the quantities of only one item. All right. So what I need to do is, sorry, right? So I can just select it and take it out, as I said. Now, if you want the whole thing to be done, it's quite simple. All right. What you do is select the whole select the whole model itself. All right. Go to this one, select the whole project, right? Drag and drop. You don't have to specify where I'm actually going. So it will actually divide it accordingly. Can you see that? All right. So it will detect the categories and it will actually create the objects there, right? And just as I said, it's all about drag and drop. Just drag the item and drop it here. So I just actually dragged the whole model inside. All right. So what he did is he has categorized or he has given us the proper breakdown structure. Can you see that? This is concrete. Okay, he has divided that into then you have walls, you have this thing roof. All right. Everything has been divided by him properly and then provided it as to us. So we can go for that. And these are the rooms. Since we have also given rooms to each item, you have rooms here. Can you see that? But nothing is calculated in the room. Okay. So I'm not concerned with the room. If I want, I can delete this one. Right? Now, let's come down to say I want to organize this much further properly. What I can do here is I can go to item catalog. All right. And then I can select each item. Can you see that? For every item, he has given a color there. All right. And that colors, etc., I can adjust in my item category. यहाँ पे color coding किया ना for every element. All right. You can see that I can adjust those things over here. I can even give a transparency there to every item. All right. All you have to do is select that. Right. So now let's go to say wall. Concrete cement क्या create किया पता नहीं चल रहा. Floor. All right. You can see that that is actually being selected. And again, I can deal with that property of that particular door there. All right. Now, if you want actually, instead of going like this, all right, if you want to create your own category, you can do that. Here at the top, all right, you create a new group here, right? So you have followed what is a group. You can rename this group one, all right? Under this group, create categories, right? Name it. So whatever you want to actually bring it here and just calculate yourself. I'll say ABCD. I don't know what I want to. I'll say roof. It's already been calculated. Everything is calculated. That's why I should have done that before I did this. All right. So let's see. So what I was saying is, rather than following this same category, which is actually here, all right, what you can do here is you can create your own category. So this is what actually he has provided. So maybe under masonry, I will create a new group. I will create an item. I'll say create a new group. Create this one, actually rename it as walls. All right. Or say external walls. In this, I have one item that is your wall. Say rename external wall, whatever it is. All right. External wall. That is, I think, 250. All right. Create another one. So I'm organizing it according to my requirement. Right. So rename. I'll say this is internal walls, partition walls. Right. Internal walls, 90 mm. So like this, I'm going this one according to my requirement. Now what I need to do? I need to actually select the items. Am I right? Now, suppose I want to select the external wall. What I will do is I'll go down here. I'll say wall, basic wall. See, that's the problem. Uh, I'm still actually confused with this one. It's supposed to be actually this one itself, but still I don't know. Let's go for width if it is given there. Width नहीं है ना, पैरामीटर ही नहीं आ रहा. हाँ जी, equal to. Yeah, this is element ID that actually I have that. I say, okay, I'll say type, all right, parameter, door material, ID, name, slash, say I say name here, all right, equal to, I'll have all the kind of types. Can you see that? Now this is good enough, all right. I'll say find all. अभी क्या हुआ, एक्सटर्नल वॉल्स आ गए, तो फटाफट इसका क्या करोगे, यू विल गो टू मैनेज सेट, ऑलराइट, यू सेव दिस करंट एंड सेव इट एज एक्सटर्नल वॉल्स. क्योंकि नेक्स्ट टाइम मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मैं डायरेक्ट इसको यहां से सेलेक्ट कर लूंगा. नेक्स्ट टाइम इफ आई क्लिक ऑन दिस वन इट विल बी सेलेक्टेड. नाउ आई कैन जस्ट ड्रैग इट एंड ड्रॉप इट हियर. Did you follow that? Right? So I'll just click on this one. ये drag and drop क्यों नहीं हो रहा? There you go. All right. I have to do it in your this thing. हो गया मेरा external. Same thing I want to find out actually my this thing. What you say find item. I'll go to another one. I'll say okay wall WT. He says that one. Now I need another wall 150. All right. I'll say again find all. Once they are selected, they are the partition walls. I'll right click on it. I'll say save the current. I'll say this one external, sorry, partition walls or internal walls. All right. Now, since they are selected, this one is selected. What I can do here is I'll again go to the quantification work and I'll just drag and drop it here. Okay, one. All right. So again, I'll just my screen is actually is too small for this now. Did you follow that? So this way, I can actually divide this one into my requirement. So that's why selection and creation of the set, etc., is very important. Now, for only this particular walls, I have found out the quantities. I say 250. So the total area is how much? This much. All right. How many walls are there? One, two, three, four. All right. Now, similarly, when you talk about this wall, 90 mm internal, the area is 215. Right? Similarly, suppose if I say I want actually another one, I'll go to item category. You have followed that in item category, I'm creating these things. All right. So masonry itself, site construction, generic requirement. I was wondering where to keep those roof actually. So you create a new group, then like in this one itself, new group. I will rename this one as, sorry, this is supposed to be roof. All right. It doesn't come under masonry, but I'm not going for any this thing. I'll just select roof is a individual item. You come down here, roof is an individual item, put it there. All right. Now you can see the whole BOQ of the roof. Basically, this is the this thing. And at the end of the day, what you will be doing is you will taking out the report. हाँ गया अभी कौन सा स्लाइड करना है ये लो all right you click on this one and take out the report in whichever format you want okay have you followed this सब शांत हो
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
all right okay that is more about quantities so at the max what you are doing is you are actually the main thing you need to do is drag and drop just the thing is you have to define these things categories etc all right so you can do that over here fine I'll just conclude here I think my curriculum is over all right
Hmm.
now let me know if you have any doubts
Okay.
4D कर लिया 5D कर लिया है ना तो मेन थिंग व्हाट वाज इम्पोर्टेंट वाज देखो आपने भी देखा क्योंकि ये 4D जो 5D जो है we are not yet implementing through Navis Works and as I said synchro is very important nowadays people have adopted synchro for 4D right but and you can see that still practically people are working though they have worked on the whole BIM when you come down to BOQs, they are still using Excel sheet itself,
Hmm.
right? Okay. But it is there. Maybe he need to come up with the further this thing. You can see that that was not that organized. Am I right? When you
Hmm.
talk about BOQs there, drag and drop, he is creating his own this thing. So it should be more organized. So maybe in future they will come up with such things. All right. This is what we did there. All
Hmm.
right. This is the category and we have added certain items in that category. All right. हम्म,
Hmm.
चलो फिर क्या करेंगे shall we conclude
Uh, okay, sir.
and anyway Suresh and Girdhar Garu are continuing with the plumbing and electrical
Hmm.
all right even if you are interested let me know I'll send the
Okay.
link all right
Okay.
chalo chalo then
Yes, sir.
right
So,
yeah
meanwhile, while we are doing the other projects,
hmm.
we'll just ask you any question
Yes,
if
I'll
any
be, as I
questions.
said, I'll be available. All right. You can
Okay.
ask
Yeah.
me at any point. right?
Okay.
I
Yes.
think Malvika ji, I provided one more file to Priyanka actually.
Okay.
So if you want, I will provide you that file. Otherwise, if you have any file, you can continue with that. नहीं
Okay.
आप मुझे मैं प्रोजेक्ट दूं आपको या आपके पास है प्रोजेक्ट?
रेविट का एक्चुअली देखना पड़ेगा।
नहीं रिविट का नहीं, ऑटो कैड के
हाँ
फाइल्स चाहिए ना मैं।
हाँ हाँ, आर्किटेक्चरल फाइल है मेरे पास, बहुत सारे हैं, मेरे खुद की
हाँ
प्रोजेक्ट
वही
सबमिट
तो
किए
पूछ
गए
रहा
हैं ना,
था ना,
उसमें
बहुत
से
सारे है
कोई
ना।
मैं हाँ हाँ।
हाँ तो आर्किटेक्चर और स्ट्रक्चर तो ये कर ली।
आर्किटेक्चरल फाइल है मेरे पास, स्ट्रक्चरल ज्यादा नहीं है, आर्किटेक्चरल है।
ओके।
तो देखती हूँ मैं मेरा जो अभी एक नया
क्योंकि
प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है ना, मैं पहले उसका स्टार्ट करने का
कर
सोच
चुके
रही
हो आप, ओके बढ़िया बढ़िया। मैंने
हूँ।
ये दिया था उनको। तो ये इसमें स्ट्रक्चर में क्या था कि थोड़ा बहुत अच्छा है, मतलब जो एलिमेंट्स आपका स्ट्रक्चर में होगा ना,
हम्म।
थोड़े बहुत अच्छे होंगे। कैन यू सी दैट इज
राइट।
टोटली डिफाइंड, एवरीथिंग इज डिफाइंड देयर। ये लोड होने में टाइम लग रहा है।
स्ट्रक्चरल का एक्चुअली नहीं है मेरे पास, आप स्ट्रक्चरल का भेज दोगे तो इट वुड बी बेटर।
ऐसे नहीं, सेम आर्किटेक्चर स्ट्रक्चर मैं भेज
हाँ
देता हूँ आपको।
हाँ आप
सुरेश,
हाँ,
मैं
चलेगा।
भेज देता हूँ क्योंकि इसी का आर्किटेक्चर करना है, इसी का स्ट्रक्चर करना है।
ओके
ठीक
ओके।
है। उसके
ठीक।
बाद इसी का मैकेनिकल करना है हमें, जो मैं
अच्छा।
कल दिखा रहा था ना।
हम्म।
तो ये एक्चुअली लाइव प्रोजेक्ट है।
हम्म।
ठीक है, वो सब जोन्स है, ये लाइव प्रोजेक्ट है जो सऊदी में कर रहा है मेरा स्टूडेंट एक।
अच्छा
वो भी आर्किटेक्ट है, अच्छा खासा एक्सपीरियंस का।
अच्छा।
राइट। तो दिस इज एक्चुअली एक वो फास्ट फूड का ये है, चेन्स है, उसके ड्राइंग्स है। Right? Now you can see that even he has provided us with the calculations.
राइट।
All right. So though this is not our concern, अपना फील्ड ही नहीं है, right? And he has also provided the BOQ, पूरा प्रोजेक्ट के सेट ही सेट है।
हम्म।
Right? You have everything. यहाँ तो कुछ भी नहीं है, उसने टेम्पलेट भेजा बस। Right? Like this. Okay, so I will just send you these files also. All right? चलिए फिर लेट्स मीट, यू प्रैक्टिस, गिव सम टाइम डेली। राइट।
ओके।
सी इवन आई एम स्टडिंग, अभी मैं भी पढ़ रहा हूँ, और भी पढ़ने में बहुत कुछ है। ये तो जस्ट स्टार्टिंग है बिम का।
राइट।
अभी बहुत लोग आर्ची कैड को अडॉप्ट कर रहे हैं, तो आर्ची कैड भी देखना पड़ेगा। उसके बाद जैसे मैंने बोला था ना, सिंक्रो विंक्रो सब कुछ आ रहा है, उनको भी देखना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, चलो देन आई विल जस्ट कंक्लूड। So keep in touch and then let me know if you have any doubts. All right? I'll
Yes,
be
sir.
available.
Thank
Right?
you, sir.
चलिए।